Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the water sign readings. This is for the lovely sign of Cancer. Alright Cancer, firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, would love to have you on board. Please keep in mind though that these readings are only general, which means that they may not always be your reading. They are going out to sometimes, over 1,000 people, so they can't be right for everybody. All right, remember to check out your moon, your rising or ascendant, and also your Venus. You can check out other aspects of your natal chart too, but they are the most prominent signs. If you're looking for love, your Venus sign is where you probably need to look, or at least give a go to. Mine's coming up all the time for me at the moment, so your Venus sign may be your dominant sign if you're looking for love. We are going to use the Muse Tarot for your reading. So let's see what's going on in Cancer's world this week. Wow, okay, so you've got the Strength card coming out. The Strength card talks about finding strength. It talks about you integrating and we're doing a lot of integration at the moment. We've done a lot of learning, we've done a lot of healing, and now we're putting it all into good use, trying to understand where it all fits. So there's very much this energy of putting it where it needs to go now, like making sense of it, I want to say. The Strength card tells me that you have somehow either worked with your dark side or you've started to understand your shadow side, because you've tamed your inner demons here. This woman is sitting on top of this line, so she understands, she has enlightenment here. This means she understands what parts of her were concealed in the shadow, and she's willing to accept that now. And that is about us understanding that those parts of ourselves that we felt very uncomfortable with are who we are, and very much a part that helps us to shine brightly once we acknowledge it. For some of you here, you could be dealing with a Leo. For others of you, you may have Leo very strongly in your chart, but it's the Leo that's driving you here, not so much the Cancer energy. It's the Leo energy if you have Leo in your chart in a predominant place. Okay. There is some sort of dissatisfaction that comes forward with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about boredom. It's about dissatisfaction. And maybe there's some component of your life that you've been not satisfied with. Maybe this is why you've had to go back to the drawing board and understand your shadow and what's been holding you back. For some of those things that can be concealed in your shadow, sometimes they take a little bit for us to pull out. Sometimes they're very deep within us and we don't really want to acknowledge them or come face to face with those demons. But it's the only way you can live is by understanding those parts of you that stay hidden. Because what's happening here is you're not being able to manifest what you want here because you are giving into your shadow. So it's like things are not as satisfying as they could be, but at least you're recognizing that, because we have the Three of Cups here. And the Emperor. There is something here that you are shedding that's helping you to stand in your power here. For some of you, you may be shedding a relationship here with the Three of Cups. For some of you, you're starting to understand that perhaps your shadow has given way to you. Maybe you've been picking things in your life or selecting things in your life that have reflected your shadow side to you, but you may not have been really understanding what that meant. I guess this is part of us understanding our shadow. Part of us is understanding those triggers. Part of us is understanding that we do meet people or we do get into relationships with people who show us those triggers. And we see them as karmic partners, I guess, because they show us the parts of ourselves that we need to understand to become better people. And I feel like here you may be starting to understand something in your life here that you have denied, because you're stepping into your power here. I feel like this is really interesting energy. The King of Swords. You may be cutting out a Queen of Pentacles here. You may be cutting out a partner or a relationship or a person here so that you can step into your own power. I feel like you may have already either walked away from that person. You may have recognized that this person triggered you, but it's like taking you a long time to understand how to clear them from your energy. But you are coming up as the Emperor here, so I do feel that you're achieving something. You may have divorced someone here too. Oh, you want a brand new start. This is about self-love. Okay. So it may be that you have started to understand those triggers deep within you. You've started to see what really gets up your nose, what really upsets you, what is it about people, places, things that triggers you. But you see, the triggers aren't the other people, they are reflections of things you have within yourself that you need to heal. And we are introduced to those people, we come across those people on our path because we have meant life to unfold the way it has. So I feel like some of you here are walking away from, or have walked away from, a situation where somebody has triggered you, but those triggers have led you to start to understand who you are at a deeper level. And I feel that you're healing those triggers now, you're working through them. But I feel like for others of you, you are clearing somebody out of your energy here. It may be somebody who was on your path to help you to see those things. It could be somebody that you were in a relationship with that has, perhaps you've been denying. Perhaps you've been denying that. You may have walked away from this person, but it's like you're still trying to work through the triggers that you understand from this situation. I feel like you're getting there though. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords. Oh, I love it. All right, Ace of Swords coming through. And we have the Owl. This owl came out today in one of the bonus or What's Cracking readings. So I feel like that's significant. The Ace of Swords, my favourite card, of course, it's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. I always say this is about you standing in your truth, though. This is about you seeing yourself for who you are and absolutely stepping into the true version of yourself. Now, if you've been in a shadow, if you've been living avoiding your shadow, if you've been living avoiding those triggers, then you wouldn't have been true to yourself. You may have been wearing some sort of mask that helped you to hide away the parts of yourself that you were ashamed of, didn't like, or, you know, kept you safe. They may have been a safety mechanism for you. But it's like you're starting to understand how to be true to who you are here. And you're good with that. You're good with that because the Ace of Swords is coming through. So it's like you're feeling that this is the right place to be here. Obviously, some sort of wisdom has crept in with this as well, because you're starting to understand that this is the true person you are and this is who you were meant to be. All right. Wow, we have the Ace of Cups right next to it. Boom. Look, this is really cool energy here. This is you finding truth through self-love. You've changed something here about yourself. You are absolutely standing in your magnificent here. In the magnificent version of yourself. Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Maybe here for some of you, you're expressing love here. Maybe you're feeling comfortable enough to express your feelings. There is something very, very explosive with this Knight of Wands, something that wants to explode. The Seven of Wands is about standing for something, standing up for something, being defiant. And it's like you're standing up for the love of yourself. But I also feel you want to express this here now. It's like you want to shout it out to the world. So something here is growing within you that you want to share. This beautiful, beautiful love you have for yourself here. You want to share it now. You don't want to keep it all for yourself. There is some sort of energy of wanting to break out. Okay, I have the Six of Wands here, which is the card of victory. I also have the Five of Wands here. Very passionate energy coming through with the Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. This is just beautiful energy here. So much passion, but it's come out of some sort of truth that you've realized about yourself. Some sort of feeling of love. What I'm feeling here is that perhaps you've been trapped in some sort of logical mindset. Maybe you haven't really experienced your feelings before. Maybe you haven't known how to express your feelings. Maybe you've kept them all trapped in your shadow side. You could have been a person who was told that you were too emotional or you were too sensitive and you had to hide that away and you put it inside your shadow side. I feel like whatever you've released here is bursting forth like a firework. There is so much passion that you're feeling, so much energy of this love inside of yourself that it's burning within you and needs to be released. And I feel like you want to share this. This Nine of Cups tells me there is some wish that you're wanting here. All right, Queen of Swords coming through with the Six of Pentacles. I don't want to jump the gun, and I have the Ace of Pentacles coming through as well. So can I say to you, there is 3 aces in this reading. There is a beautiful sense of wanting to share this with somebody now. Maybe a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. There's a feeling that you want to share this love with others, like you want to tell somebody how you're feeling. You want to sort of burst out on the world here. But I feel like for some of you here, there is something that you want to express to someone here. There is a gift you want to give someone. Look at this rose. See, for me, the Page of Pentacles always talks about a gift from the universe. The Ace of Pentacles says to me that there is a brand new start that you want here. It's some sort of victory here. The Six of Pentacles tells me you want to invest. You want to invest. You've got some energy here of victory and you want to invest in something now. Do you want to share your love, your feelings with somebody? Is there somebody here that you have been wishing for? Because this Nine of Cups tells me you've got a wish coming true. And this reading just bursts with inspiration. It bursts with emotion. It bursts with this love, this energy that you've found. And maybe you've been clearing something aside here to allow yourself to shine through. And maybe that's in your shadow. Maybe you've been able to put aside the shadow to see your truth now, because you've been dissatisfied with the way you were. I feel like for some of you, you've shed some other situation here because you're stepping into your power here. For some of you, you may have walked away from a partner, but it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And I feel like this King of Swords says to me, you're standing definitely in a place where you can cut things out of your life because you know they don't serve you any longer. I feel like here you want a leap of faith. There is a cup here that you want to offer. Let's just get some clarity here. I feel like you've got all these new starts. So the only ace we don't have here, so we have Pentacles, Cups, and Swords, but we don't have the Ace of Wands here, but yet we have so many other wands. This energy is stunning. I feel like you're just bursting out of your skin here. But I feel like you may have left something behind, but perhaps it's taken a little while for you to bring the emotions to the surface. Maybe you've been still grieving over something here, because you're now feeling like you want to express yourself. Maybe you don't want to hold back any longer. These beautiful wands though. Let's have a look. I'm curious. All right, the Hanged Man's here. So I feel like you've been in some sort of pause here. Eight of Wands, you want to communicate with somebody. The Hierophant's here. Maybe you want to offer, maybe we're talking about somebody offering something to you here, because that's marriage. And we have the Sun. A lot of Leo energy in this reading. All right, let's have a look. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. You want to offer a Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're in the position to do this now. We have the Three of Pentacles. You're realizing you have some sort of contract with somebody here. You've manifested. You've manifested the Seven of Cups. You've manifested a dream. You've manifested a dream. You've manifested your wish here. You've manifested your wish. You have three aces here. So the new starts you've been trying to manifest are all coming forward. There is victory. You've co-created with the universe. Your passions are driving you now, not your logical mindset. So maybe you didn't believe you could have what you wanted here. And now you've got the Ten of Pentacles. King of Swords coming through again. I feel like you're taking up that sword and making an offer to someone here. This is about communication. And it's saying that you're communicating here. You're communicating with someone. And I feel like you're expressing this emotion. Wow. All these new starts here. It's like you can't hold back any longer. I look at this and I feel this is the energy coming through in the reading. It's like you just want to explode here. Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. Six of Wands, a victory. Co-creation. And something beautiful coming here that you've created with the universe. I can see this wish that you have manifested. Just beautiful energy. All right, let's have a look, Cancer. We will get you... Oh, stay there. A card. Oh, there it is, the Ghost Dance. Ooh. 22. 22. Oh, nearly opened to the right page. The ghost dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honoured, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honour the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honouring your own past lives. The ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered so you receive the gifts of those who've come before you and write a new story of your life. And I feel that's what you're doing here. You may be shedding a lot of the ego stuff that you've been carrying around with you for a long time because you freed your soul. Such a beautiful reading. Thanks, Cancer.